Okay, today we're going to be doing a very quick review of Chapter 8 to get you ready for the test. So starting off, we need to solve 1.2m equals 2.4. When there's no constants, all you need to do is divide by the coefficient. So we're going to divide by 1.2. What you do to one side, you do to the other, cancel out, m equals 2. Oops. And you can go ahead and pause this and attempt to do section 1 on the Google form. Okay, now we have 3 plus 4c equals 15. So now we have a constant. So we need to get rid of our constant first. So our constant is a positive 3, so we need to do the opposite. So we're going to subtract 3. What we do to one side, we do to the other, cancels out. Our 4c comes down, equals 15 minus 3 is 12. Then we divide by our coefficient. So we're going to divide by 4. What you do to one side, you do to the other, and you get c equals 3 as your answer. So now you can pause here and attempt to do 8.2. Now we have converting these word sentences into number sentences. So 6 less than twice a number is negative 22. So remember when we saw 6 less than, when you see less than, that means minus 6. It's not 6 minus, it's minus 6. So 6 less than, twice a number. So twice a number is 2 times whatever that number is. I'm going to say n. So it's twice a number minus 6, because it's whatever that number is, plus 6 less than that is, so equals negative 22. And that's all you need to do there. So you can go ahead and do 8.3. Here we have 3 parenthesis x minus 5 parenthesis equals 24. So remember, we need to distribute first. So we're going to distribute our 3. When we distribute, we multiply, so we have 3x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15, and that equals 24. Then, get rid of your constant. Our constant is negative 15, so we're going to do the opposite and add 15. What you do to one side, you do to the other. 3x stays. This cancels out. Equals 24 plus 15 is 39. Then, divide by the coefficient. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. X equals 39 divided by 3 is 13. Here we've got, oh, don't forget to pause and do 8.4 on your review, sorry. Now we're on to 8.5. We have variables on two sides. So step 1 is to get all the variables onto one side of the equal sign. So I'm going to subtract 2a. You can do either one, it doesn't matter. So I'm subtracting 2a, so I'm going to get 1a, so I can write that as just a, plus 6 equals, if that cancels out, there's nothing over there. Then get rid of the constant, so minus 6, because plus 6, so we need to do the opposite. What you do to one side, you do to the other. And we end up with a equals negative 6. So you can go ahead and attempt to do those on your Google form. And we're on to inequalities. So this one, we have x plus 6 is greater than 7. We want to figure out if this is true or false when x equals 2. So all you have to do is plug in this 2 for x. So it'll be 2 plus 6 is greater than 7. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 is greater than 7, so this one is true. So go ahead and do 8.6 on the form. Now we have a minus 15 is less than 3. What we're doing here is we're solving for a, which is the same thing as when we have an equal sign, except now we just need to take care of this inequality. And the only time you change the inequality is when you are multiplying or dividing by a negative. In this case, we need to get rid of our constant. Our constant is negative 15, so we're going to add 15. What you do to one side, you do to the other. And we get a is less than 18. And we're done. So you can pause and go ahead and try that. And finally, 8.8. This is where we're bringing it all together. So step 1 is to distribute. We have parentheses, so we need to do that. When we distribute, we multiply, so we end up with 5x. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15, plus 1 equals 16. Now I need to simplify. So I've got this negative 15 and this positive 1. When I combine those together, I get negative 14 equals 16. Now I need to get rid of my constant, which is negative 14. I do the opposite, so I add 14. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So we end up with 5x equals 30. And finally, you divide by the coefficient. What you do to one side, you do to the other, and you get x equals 6. So you can go ahead and do that. If you have any questions, do not be afraid to ask me. Good luck!